Good day, Canada, and good day, rest of the world. Thank you. And my name is Raka. People call me Rocky. That's my white name. And here we are. You're thinking another brown guy telling white people jokes. That's a new thing. I just wanted to do it for a long time. Now about 15 years. Finally, I found the time, and I'm here telling a few jokes to you guys. And recently, I got fired from my husband's job. So I've been single now for almost a year. So I thought, why don't I give a try on the dating world? So dating in 2024, it's not fun. It's hard. It's easy to get a job. It's easy to even make a few $1,000,000, but it's very hard to convince a woman to go out with you, or even to date, or even to try to get them on the phone to talk to you. Or I think the women feel the same way too these days. So I pretty much tried Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Match, eHarmony, you name it. We all done it. So on and off on all these platforms, and it's hard, right? So I got every time I go there, because I'm Indian by ethnicity, I'm born in India, so if I put Indian, they keep giving me all these brown people. I can't get anybody white. I would like to try a different menu. I would like to try somebody white or different color or different race, but it's always Bumble and Hinge. They keep sending me all the brown people, like Indian people or Sri Lankan. For somehow they think I'm Sri Lankan too, but I'm from India. I speak Tamil, so when my profile goes Tamil, so automatically they send Sri Lankan and Indian women my way. So I've been trying, but I couldn't get any white women. Anybody with white women interested, you could look me up, Raka or Rocky on the internet, so you could hit me up. So finally, I changed, tweaked my profile, put some nice pictures, and I have an MBA, so I put that in there, and had a good photo headshot, and I got everything in the profile in all the dating apps now. And finally, I got one date. She called me through Bumble, and she said she's a doctor and she wanted to get to know me. I said, that's good. Let's talk. And then she said, are you married before? I said, yeah, I've been married twice and got fired twice, and I don't have the husband job anymore. And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry, and everything else. And then she said, I'm actually looking for somebody who's never married. I was like, I'm 44. What do you think? You want somebody never married? And she's about 45. So never married? Thank God you're not asking I'm virgin or not. So, that would be a big thing. so that ended our conversation. She was looking for somebody who's never married or never in a relationship. That's never going to happen, and good luck. So on a third week, I get every week at least a date, which is good for a young guy like me who looks maybe 26 or a 44-year-old. So this lady I met, who's about my age, and it's a third date I got from Hinge. So here we are. We went to a Starbucks coffee, we met there, and we had a good chat. And what she said is, what do you think about marriage? I said, we're just on a first date. I don't think anything about marriages because marriages don't last that long. So how about we take one step at a time and see where this goes, start as a friendship. This is not me telling, this is all the women taught me over the years. We'll start as a friendship, and then we'll get married and get your bank account emptied, and then we split 50-50 what you have, right? So which I don't want to do. So I said, let's take one step at a time, we'll see where it goes. And she goes, you don't think anything about marriage? I said, it's a good thing, but I don't want to get married right away, or I need to know, and you need to know me, so we don't want any bad relationship. So we want to get to know each other first. Marriage is like leasing a car. You don't know how the car drives, so you lease the car, you drive it, you put few miles on it and see how it rides. And if you like how it rides, Maybe a 1-year lease can be a 2-year lease and a 3-year lease. Along the way, you put too many miles, you can't return the car. So it's going to cost you more than the car. If the dealership is asking you more, then you end up buying the car. It's just the same thing. If she's good and everything else, it's the same way for guys too, and for women. So you do what you have to do, date and live together for a little while, and if you like each other and you have kids along the way, you wanted to get married, you could get married, but you don't need a paperwork to tell you that you're married. I know how to drive. I don't need a paper saying that I can drive. So it's just a bureaucracy, I think. So that's my take on marriage. So I said, what do you think? She said, well, I have your number, I'll call you. But guess what? She never called me. So as we go along, first week, second week, and as weeks goes on and months goes on, I'm doing good with all my profile pictures and the way I date women and talk to them, throw some little charm in, and it's very good. So finally I met this young lady. She's 42, 43, around my age. So she's a CEO of a big corporation downtown in Toronto. So we went for a Starbucks coffee. You could ask me why you don't go for Tim Hortons, but yeah, it's too crowded. You can't even sit there and talk. It's good coffee and everything else, but Starbucks, it's getting there, but we just had a Starbucks coffee. So we met. She said, she started asking me questions as if she's hiring a CFO or a COO or like an executive assistant for her or whatever. She thought. She's been throwing questions at me right, left, and center. So I keep answering her questions, and finally she asked, how come you don't go after young women, 30, 35, even 25 for that matter? Men of your age, you usually look for younger women. So I said to her, I even look for women who's at 48 or 49 if they are of my caliber, or if we have a chemistry. Age doesn't matter to me. And she goes, you like older women? Yeah, I like cougars. Why not? And cougars like me. So it's a good match. So she said, okay, so why don't you answer my question? Why don't you date younger women? I said, I've been with younger women before. So it's a lot of work. So you reel them in, tell them, so 5 years old, 25, 30. So you bring them in, you teach the life skills, how to do the finance, how to get a good job, how to do the groceries, how to do this, how to do that. You train them up. 5 years after, they learn everything, and then they try to teach you, and then they leave me. So Rocky University is closed for students. We are not taking any more intakes for any more. So I like to have somebody like a professors. Right now I'm hiring professors only, so they could come, stay with my university, teach me something, and stay with me for the rest of my life. So that's what I'm trying to do. She goes off laughing and she says, probably you should do some stand-up. You're so funny. I said, I know, I'm already working on it, and I'm recording a few things, and this is also going to be there when I do the full edit of my dating in 2024. So here I am telling you what happened, and jokes of 2024, how I'm dating and how I'm trying to get good dates, and probably this is going to help most of the young guys and older guys as well who's looking for some tips and go about dating. So once we finish with the coffee date, one thing's led to the other. I said, do you want to grab dinner maybe after work? She goes, yeah, I'm working downtown today, so why not? So I got a second date with that CEO lady. So we both went one of the downtown George restaurant. We made a booking, and it's a fine dining place with a good menu of wines and a lot of good food. So we went there. So we are in the table, and the server comes up to me and she goes, so mom and son date? I said, excuse me, and she's not very happy, but we laughed it off, and she said, no, 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 we are dating. And then the server turns around and what do you like to drink? So I looked up the wine menu and then I ordered some red Merlot, and I said, she goes, can I see your ID, please? You want my ID? Okay, sure. That's a big compliment for me, and she didn't ask ID for her. I think the corporation, being a CEO of a corporation, did a good number on her, so she looked a little old. But for me, she didn't. She looked 40, and it's not my fault I look 16 or 26. She wants to ID me, so that's ended our conversation about the age, and then we are talking, and then I asked her, so what's how's the dating scene going for you? And she goes, yeah, it's tough, it's busy, I don't have time, but glad we are able to make it. We are here on a second date, having dinner together. It's nice and everything else. I said, so you've been with a few dates, or just the first date after your long breakup? She goes, oh no, I'm just trying to date. Been with few people on the phone and talking to them, and I'm just trying to see what's out there and try to get the foot wet. I said, oh yeah, I'm here for the same reason, but to get wet, but a different body part.